Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lucid Mystery Channel. Today, we're going to do the second part of humans and jinns connection that we uploaded the first part last week. The link of the first part will appear in the right up corner, so click on it to check what we talked about. We talked about different ways that humans can connect themselves to the jinns and how dark they are. From touching newborn babies by devil, people selling their souls to jinns and harming those who they think have harmed them. And today, we're going to talk about the other two main connections that we think are the major ones. But before that, please don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe to motivate us, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we post a new video. With all that being said, let's get down to it and make the mysteries lucid, shall we?
Where am I going? Black skies glowing.
Causing diseases to the human. Prophet Muhammad says the end of people would come through stabbing and plague. People asked, "O Messenger of Allah, we know stabbing, but what is the plague?" He said, "Plague is the piercing of your enemies from amongst the jinn." And of course, you know what piercing is. Piercing is like stabbing that is not so deep. As for the plague, it is described as a poisonous substance that causes lethal tumors that infect the soft areas of the body, mostly behind the ear or near the tip of the nose. It is caused by bad blood that is rotten and corrupt, and its symptoms include vomiting, fainting, and palpitation. Now you may say that the Prophet Muhammad said that plague is caused by piercing of the jinn, while it apparently contradicts the explanation of doctors. And of course, doctors don't mention the paranormal part of the story because it's not logical. Nevertheless, the symptoms that the doctors have mentioned may happen to those who become infected by the plague as a result of the piercing of the jinn. This opinion is supported by the fact that plague usually occurs in the best seasons and the areas that have the best weather, air, and water. This means that if plague was only caused by bad air, then it would have infected most people and animals as well. So according to Prophet Muhammad, jinns might have played a part of plague's outbreak. And this is just a theory. Harming human when they're asleep. We all have seen nightmares. And we usually don't see nightmares every night, and it will be all gone when we wake up. Nightmares of jinns are different. It doesn't always happen, but it's not rare too. I personally know some good examples around me, and it's proven to me that these creatures can harm people when they're asleep. And what's the difference? How do you know a jinn is abusing and harming you? Well, first of all, you can feel it. You can clearly tell that it's not a simple nightmare and it's worse. Also, unfortunately, it usually doesn't stop. They keep abusing those people every night. And also, when they harm you, for example, slap you and you wake up, you can feel the effect of the slap on your face and you clearly can feel the pain on your cheek or wherever the jinn has harmed you. You may even look in the mirror and see it. How scary it can be. These nightmares are the worst, but there are treatments for it. Actually, there are treatments for all kinds of harms that jinns can cause that we can talk about in another video. Now, let's make a conclusion. We've talked about jinns in 3 videos up until now, but still, there is a lot to say. We talked about how some jinns are bad and how they can harm us, and how much we should be careful with some of our actions. There are some very rare cases though, that jinns were friends with a human and were helpful to them. But still, it doesn't justify humans and jinns' connection. There were some cases that I think proves to everyone that these connections exist, and we also are going to talk about these documented evidences. And well, of course it's not easy, and not every person is so crazy to be looking for ways on how to have contact with jinns. But well, with the abilities that jinns have, and how easy is it for them to make our dreams come true, it might persuade some people to do it. But of course, it's not easy again. Seeking dark things and doing what they want you to do. Take Prophet Solomon, for example. He exploited them how he wanted, but still, it was so difficult that it only happened with God's help and Solomon's wisdom. And right now, I'll just give you a short teaser of what we're going to talk about in Channel's Paranormal Playlist's next videos. Our group is going to do the translation, and I'm going to do the narration for you guys. It's gonna be really interesting, believe me. Of course, those of you guys who love paranormal videos know how special the Middle Eastern and Muslim paranormal content are. But unfortunately, they have not been translated to English. So of course, we're going to do both narration and a translation. For example, this show was aired on Azerbaijan's national TV, and I think it's convincing that it's real by the way that the guests and the host is acting. And of course, we're going to review what we think are fake or real in paranormal activity videos. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to help our channel's growth, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified every time we post a new video. See you in the next mystery.